Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Detroit Tigers.
Don't tell me that you're lonely. I really don't care about it. Don't tell me about your heartbreak. I really don't.
First pitch coming your way next.
Don't tell me about your problems.
Tarek Skubal starting in this one. He's now won back-to-back Cy Young Award singing. First player to go back-to-back since Pedro Martinez.
Well, one thing about him is he gives it everything he has when he's out there. And if you're doing things on the mound like Pedro, that's definitely a good sign.
About to get started here, Kyle Stowers getting ready to hit. 1-1 now.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
3-1 is on the way. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Stepping in, Jacob Marcy.
That's a ball.
Check swing, and he went 2-2. Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. 2 down, nobody on. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for Miami, Yuri Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, got the W last time out. 6 innings, a quality start. Hey, if a guy will give you that, you'll take it every single time.
Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers.
Designated hitter, number 25, Gleyber Torres.
Ball to strike. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez sends it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Here's a 1-1. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Now one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
That's out the corner.
Swing and a miss. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one in the air. Lopez should have this one. And that'll do it. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Christopher Morel. The 1-1. Line to left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but
line drive, base hit, coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Man at second. That one drifts inside. That's in there. 3-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. On the ground, McKinstry fires over to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That is strike 2. Here's a high chopper. Jones throws to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So digging in, Otto Lopez. Two down, nobody on. Two on the way. Outside with a breaking ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That gets down for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Now a chance for Kyle Stowers. And there's a ball. Outside low. Ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Detroit, we head to the bottom of the second. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down. Dylan Dingler now at the plate. That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1. Out to short. The throw to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Colt Heat digs in now. And a 1-1. Right side, hard hit. And it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Baby, if you want me, I will be right by your side. And baby, you can call me. You're the sun which makes my
On to the third inning.
Leading off
And now for the Marlins,
center
Jacob
fielder,
Marcy.
Jacob Marcy.
Strike two. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way
Up
and
next
still put
for the
something on
Marlins,
it. That pitch was
catcher,
inside, and he
Agustín
let it
Rivera.
get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody
next
out.
for
Well,
the
that was one of those
Marlins,
high
first
percentage
baseman,
advantage counts where
Christopher
batting
Morel.
averages are just so much higher. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next pitch misses outside. 3-1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Going. Gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0. New pitcher for the Tigers, Brennan Hanafy.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Ground ball right side, could be two. One at second. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Up next,
Base is
for the
empty
Marlins,
after the double play. Griffin Kona,
Kona.
the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. That pitch clips the outside corner, and the count is 1-2. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the last of the third.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
3-2 now.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
So man aboard. Now at the plate, Jahmai Jones. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throws to second, in there safely.
Great anticipation after the secondary lead, and sometimes you can't tell how far away it gets from that catcher, but because it was towards the first base dugout, easy read.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Man at second. Swings, and this one's flared. Fair ball. Vierling around third. He boots it. He will score. It's 6-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box.
Pauly. There's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And the leadoff man aboard.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swings through that one. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Lopez checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. That one 95 to finish him off.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. You're out. In time. Got it. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brant Herter. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Digging in, Jacob Marcy. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, but it's offline, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Just missed. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Inning over. Back here in Detroit, ready to go. Bottom 4. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. That's in there. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Oh, great stop to first. And they get the out. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ground ball to the right side. Handles, throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wenzel Perez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th, and it's even up. Stays alive. The 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Into the outfield, base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. And now here is Dylan Dingler. Fought off foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
On the ground to first. And a foul ball. 1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Heads up base running right there.
Man on second, 2 down. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Has some trouble with it. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out. 3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Tigers.
Colton Keith getting ready to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. That one fouled off. Way outside. Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Christopher Morel. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1. And strike 2. The 1-2. And that's outside. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. See ya. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 9-1. Now here is Xavier Edwards. Right through there for a strike. Two and 2. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Slings to first. One away here in the 5th.
Up next.
And now the right
Marlins,
fielder, Griffin
right fielder,
Conine.
Griffin Conine.
Ground ball left side. Over to first. Got him. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Graham Pauley. Smoked on the ground to second. And that'll do it. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Up next for the
So up
Tigers,
next, Matt
third
Vierling.
baseman,
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Struck him out looking, and that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Jahmai Jones. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Marcy under it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyler Holton.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's a 2-2. In the air to left center, and there's 1 down. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Fielder, Kyle Stowers.
The Marlins up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. High fly ball, right field. Carpenter settles under it. And there are 2 down. Jacob Marcy now at the plate.
The Marlins, center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple.
for the
Played
Marlins,
Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Next to hit, Agustin Ramirez. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Kyle Finnegan. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So here's the cleanup hitter, Christopher Morel. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next pitch, not close, up high. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. Back in Comerica Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Gleyber gets a piece, 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. The Tigers with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Out towards right center field. Brings it in. 2 up, 2 down. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter.
Right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Ryan Gusto gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now it's going to be Wenzel Perez. 2 outs. And one in scoring position. On the ground to third. Paulie fires across the diamond. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. Finnegan, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And a good start to the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away. Griffin Conine will hit next.
For the Marlins, right fielder Griffin Conine.
Man at first, one away. Off the mark there. And now 3-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the.
That one is absolutely belted. It has the distance, gone. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 11-1. One down. Now Graham Paulie. Payoff pitch. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Up next for the Marlins.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Otto Lopez. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, right field. Carpenter on his way over. That's out number 2.
Now
New pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Back to the top of the order. And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Jacob Marcy. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 7th, Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Up the middle. Dunks one down, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Just a simple soft liner in the center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. One out, man at first. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. The 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. The other way, and base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that.
Over to second for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Ready to begin the
Leading
eighth.
off for Miami.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Hard liner. One away. And now Christopher Morel.
First baseman.
Best in his fifth season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Center field. He's got it out number 2. And now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norton.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
2 down, nobody on. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 8th. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers. The 2-1. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Curveball drops in for a strike. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, third strike. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the DH, Gleyber Torres. Swing and a miss. In the count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Tigers.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Riley Green.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a foul straight back. Left field. That gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Lopez settles underneath it, and that's the inning.
Just give me one more chance to shine on the highway. Hey,
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Kenley
74.
Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The 1-1. That's down and in. Liner snagged at first. Griffin
Up
Conine,
next
the next up for the
right
Marlins.
fielder, Griffin Conine.
One now. Whoa. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out. So digging in,
Up next
Graham
for the
Pauley.
Marlins, third baseman Graham Pauley.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swings through that. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Sets him down looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Bottom 9.
Leading off
Now
for
here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Wenzel Perez. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering down in the dirt. And that's a fair ball. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 out man at first. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. Ground ball right side. Feeds to second. Out there. The double play ends it right here.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
An 11-1 final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' 2. Si la prendo molotov, man, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los